Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. So this week up on the Tiz Talk It, we have, of course, as always, our account progression and kind of what little has been going on there for us. And
What little?
and then we'll get into the actual update and the patch for this week, which is going to be a Night at the Theater Redux. So again, yeah, they tried to rework that. We'll go over that. And then the next thing is going to be combat achievements. Again, they made a bunch of changes, and they also addressed kind of a lot of people weren't really happy or kind of shared our sentiment of what we were talking about last week. And so they kind of addressed that. We can look at that. And there also are actual changes.
Okay.
And then lastly, we'll take a look at the Summer Summit. So they're not obviously having RuneFest this year for very obvious reasons. So they're having this new event, and we'll talk about that. And if we have any time, we'll do some questions at the end as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. But besides that, Michelle, before we get into it, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I haven't been doing too much this week, as Rob just said. So, have I even leveled up anything? Got my mining to 83.
Oh, there you go.
So, I've been doing Volcano.
Huge gains.
Yeah, huge.
GZ, dude.
I've been doing Volcano for the past couple weeks. Every time I've been streaming, basically, I've been doing Volcano.
Yeah,
actually,
you got the pet, right?
No, shut up. I got 600 kill counts last night.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
was
by
cool.
far your highest KC on any boss.
Oh, 100%. And yeah, so I'm 600 kills, and I only leveled up my mining once, and it was probably at 500 kills. So
yeah,
for a skilling boss, you don't get much skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
not much.
requires a lot of skill. You just don't get any back.
Does it require a lot of skill?
Yeah, you have to do Song of the Elves and stuff to get
Oh,
it.
no, a lot of requirements. I thought you meant the boss was difficult. I was like, I mean,
Oh,
I
no,
guess.
the pathing's difficult. People die every single round
Oh,
almost.
I know. But I was like, I guess.
Yeah, the boss itself isn't, but the boss's chambers are difficult. How about that?
Yeah, sure. I guess so.
Yeah, so I've just been doing that a lot. I think the mining's probably all I've gone up at all. Haven't been working on Slayer or anything, really. But my combat achievements, which I said last week I'd finish the easy, I lied.
Yep, sure did.
I kind of forgot that I said that until last night, and I was trying to do a bunch of them last night. So I'm 27 done out of 33.
Yeah.
So it's pretty...
That's pretty good.
Pretty decent. So,
I mean, considering you had 5 before you realized, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I just have to do Barrows. I have to do Briofita once more. Obor, I haven't done it all. King Black Dragon. Oh, and there's also one Lizardman Shaman. But I did also last night, because I started doing this on the stream, working on my combat achievements. I did the Deranged Archaeologist for the first time.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was the one in the wilderness, and I looked it up, and I was like, what? What?
No, yeah, that's not the one.
Yeah, so I finally unlocked that part of my mush tree, because I've never been there before.
Yeah, I would never need to go there either. Rob's
the one who taught me how to do the mush tree, basically, how to unlock everything, and he's like, yeah, the fourth one you don't even need. So then last night I was struggling, how do I get here?
I mean, you really don't need it for the most part, so.
Now you do it for the easy combat.
Yeah, if you plan on doing the easy combat, then yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much been it. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I also learned how to do Sarachnis.
Oh yeah, you went and did
So
Sarachnis
cool.
with someone when you were streaming, right?
Yeah, pretty sure that was Coleman. Shout out Coleman.
Shout out Coleman.
If it wasn't Coleman, that'd be kind of funny.
Also, if you want to check out our stream, we still are streaming every day. You can check it out at twitch.tv/Bunebape. And
we're gonna be having emotes coming in just a couple of days.
Yeah,
that's a huge deal.
We just got emotes, and we ordered them a few days ago, and we just got the sketches in, so we should have them. They're pretty awesome. I like them a lot.
No, they're so cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. So all of you are gonna want to be subscribers soon, because they're the best emotes in the world.
Yeah. Not even as a money shill thing for money. It's just the emotes are actually hilarious. So.
Yeah, because we were looking at other pages trying to get ideas, and then we're like, some of these people's emotes suck.
Yeah.
So we wanted ours to be worth it, because we're like, if people are paying to subscribe to us, we want there to be something cool.
You can also unlock them with channel points, so it's not, not a big deal either way. Yeah.
I don't know how Twitch works.
Yeah, you can get it for free essentially.
How many channel points do you need to unlock emotes?
Only 100.
Really?
Yeah, well, it unlocks one emote, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, but
I feel like
it's
it's so
pretty
easy to
cheap.
get channel
Yeah,
points.
it's really cheap. I have
I have
like
like
12,000 or
9,000.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can come
I
down
mean,
and check out
subscribe
the
to us
emotes.
anyway. You
But
ruined it.
yeah. So have you done anything else besides that?
Um, I've just been streaming like every day.
Yeah,
I've
just
been
doing
streaming at
Volcano.
night, doing Volcano, working on combat achievement stuff, trying out new bosses. So come hang out, anyone.
Did you like any of the new bosses that you tried out?
The Briofita was so much easier now.
Yeah,
when
I'm
I
sure.
am when I didn't just become a member and I'm trying it without any anti-poison and I died.
Yeah.
I actually teleported out and died in the Varrock Town Square too.
Oh, nice. That's good.
But I did the free to play world one, so
Oh,
I didn't get poisoned at all.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they even had the non-poison and free to play, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, which is so funny because one of the combat achievements for it is to kill it without taking any poison damage.
Mhm.
And I was like,
So
I
you
wonder
got-
if it'd work on free to play
Did
because
it?
it did.
Wow.
You
So
literally
2 for 1.
cannot be poisoned there.
Oh, that's sick. So
I know.
you just go in with like Ruin and a Simi and just like kill
Nah,
it?
I was in
or-
that green D hide, that
Green
maple
D-hide.
short bow.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
It was suggested.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
No good drops though.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
What'd you think of Barrows?
Barrows was alright. So yeah, the one I've been working on whenever I stopped streaming last night, and hopefully I'm gonna finish before this episode comes out, but who knows, I talk a big game sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Is doing 10 Barrows kills, which is hilarious because if you like follow our YouTube channel, we post videos. I think Rob's like even done a video of like 100 Barrows.
Yeah, I did 100 in a video. I'm a little over 300 KC right now.
I'm at like 6.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a really chill boss.
Yeah,
once you get
Barrows
used to it.
was his boss for sure.
Yeah, because it's even more like AFK and chill than like Vorkath. Obviously, you're not making nearly.
I
as
don't think
much,
it's
but...
AFK at all.
Well,
Because you
not
kill them all
AFK,
so
but
fast.
like brainless, like thoughtless, like with.
Well, maybe you need to get used to it. Right now, I'm having to, because you basically go and you have to like go into different crypts and pray different stuff for different ones.
It's
and
called
switch your
barrows
gear.
because you're like digging into 6 different barrows.
Yeah, but so it's probably brainless later. But right now, I'm not even close to dying or anything.
Yeah.
But I don't remember like which one is which, so I have to check and see like what I'm gonna pray and which one I need to use.
Like once it all becomes like second nature, it's like so you don't even literally think about anything. But like for Vorkath, you get to that point as well once you do enough Vorkath. But like you still kind of have to count when you're at Vorkath if you want to kill them fast. So it's like it's even more like thoughtless than something like that.
Yeah, Barrows isn't like dangerous or anything because you could basically pray the entire time.
Yeah,
it's just
unless you're low level, because it is a low level boss. So
that's true.
I did almost die a few times when I was first doing it around like 70 combat.
I guess I am weirdly high level to be here.
You're almost double my combat when I first went there.
Literally, my combat level is 117, and I'm like, all right, Barrows is the easiest boss in the game. I'd probably be dying if I was in high level, for being real.
Yeah, but I have seen people do it with as little as like 10K budget, so you can definitely go there if you need some money really bad.
Yeah,
but I'd recommend the Mauritania Hards if you are gonna stay there for a while.
Yeah, it was pretty chill though. I was gonna finish doing on stream, but it was already like 11 p.m. and they kind of take like
they
5
take
to
like
10
5
minutes.
Yeah, especially since you don't have like house tabs and stuff like that. Like I have the teleport straight to Barrows and the ornate rejuve pool, so it's just like.
Oh yeah, meanwhile I have to go to my house to do my prayer and then I go to the bank to get more food.
Yeah, exactly. So I just like teleport and then go back. It's like 30 seconds downtime, so
yeah,
it's a lot faster.
Mine definitely took longer, but it was pretty cool though. I enjoyed it. Oh
yeah.
wait, I really need to do Obor, which I've never done before.
Oh really? I've only done them once.
That's another thing. Rob was really into hill giants. I was really into mossy giants.
Yeah,
we
well,
each had our thing.
Hill giants is easier to safe spawn and they're lower level, so I just stayed at them for longer.
I think that might be what I do while we record. I might just go to the hill giants, turn on a cannon, and try to get a key.
Yeah,
because it's kind of I don't even need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, exactly. They're super AFK, and once you're like higher level, they don't even hit you. You can like one hit them essentially with a whip. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they only have like 30 health or something.
Okay, well, yeah, definitely easier than the mossy giants.
Yeah.
This one still required a little bit of effort.
No, they like don't even hit you. You don't even need to bring food or anything if you bring like max melee or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
keys I think are like 1 in 125, so
Oh yeah, the
it's gonna take
Mossy
some
key
time.
was 1 out of 150, and I didn't get it till my 302nd kill.
Damn. Yeah, that's
I
really unlucky.
know, it sucked. But anyway, how have you been?
Pretty good. I've just kind of been doing the same thing, just bossing here and there. I did a little bit of Saradomin. It was great. I lagged and died there without even seeing myself get hit, so that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and he also decided I'm definitely never making a hardcore.
Yeah, I was like, at that point, I was like, all right, I'll never make a hardcore, but I might make an Iron Man, maybe eventually someday. And
What a statement.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe eventually someday.
Yeah, I haven't been doing too much, honestly, in the game. I mean, I one thing that's pretty hype is I actually finally got my construction to 90,
Oh my gosh,
and
that
I
was
got
pretty sick.
the +5 construction boost from the stews. So I was able to get the whole reason I did that is because I wanted to get the fairy ring plus spirit tree combo, which you have to be 95,
Mm-hmm.
and you can only use the stew boost. You can't use the saw. So you have to get a +5 on that, which is a pretty
Use
low
the saw,
chance.
brah.
It was actually such a task compared to what it could have been because my cat died while I was killing
Aw.
the rat behemoths. So I had to wait another 2 hours to get another cat and then like go back, and it was honestly the biggest pain. But we got it, so that's cool.
I think the last episode, potentially, if I remember correctly, you like were like 89, super close, or maybe you're possibly even 90, but you couldn't get the stews.
Yeah, I was 89 and I was like, oh, I don't even need to get the stews, but then I forgot you don't use a saw to make the combo, so you can't use the crystal saw boost. So you have to
need the
get
stews.
90 and you have to use the stews if you want to get the it from 95.
Mhm.
I was thinking about getting 91 and then doing it because it was taking so long, but I ended up not doing that. So I
That
saved
was like
myself
me
some
with my
money there.
mining before.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I haven't been doing too much. I did a little bit of Barrows, Saradomin, Gauntlet. I was thinking of doing some more bosses and stuff like that. But
I've been enjoying in bosses too. It's
yeah,
fun.
I've just been doing a ton of bosses. Honestly, it's been pretty chill. I haven't been doing too much else though. I think I might have done a little bit of Winter Tot. Got my fire making up to like 88 or something like that.
Cool.
But not too much progress this week. I've been playing a lot of other games recently,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of taking like not taking like an actual break from RuneScape or anything like that. Just kind of easing it up and playing other games so I don't like
Get burnt
get
out.
burnt out or just like kind of like waiting to get a new goal for my account to like rekindle that like grind fire.
Passion.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try to do the combat achievements. The easy.
Yeah, I don't know. They still are
That
not
kind of made me excited.
they're not super appealing to me at the moment, so I'm just trying to find like something else I want to do. And
Yeah.
I kind of got that a little bit yesterday when you're just I think I was thinking about Ceradome and I was like, man, I should really go there and like get some good drops in and like maybe the pet or something like that.
Mhm.
So it'd be nice, but that
Maybe we
boss
could
also
duo
frustrates
soon in the
me.
God War.
I
dungeon.
hate getting the KC for Ceradome, and I like doing the boss, like it's pretty chill, but the KC honestly is so annoying, and so I might go try ecumenical keys or something like that. I've never done that, but
Oh,
I
I
might
thought you
try it
meant the
out.
kill, or like you didn't like killing Saradomin, and I was like, why?
No, the KC to enter the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kind of
just do your
annoying.
Grandmaster, and you only have to kill 30.
Yeah, exactly.
What a steal.
Yeah. So
So
that's
spoiled.
pretty much about it. But either way, I guess we can jump into the actual patch notes now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, real quick. Do we have any new videos out?
No, we do have a new video coming out today though. It's gonna be
So yesterday for them.
yeah, yesterday for you. So it's gonna be loot from hunting Reg and Champos for 5 hours. I did that on stream.
Oh,
So
yeah. I haven't even seen it yet.
yeah, I'm gonna be putting up that video today, actually right after the podcast is over. So it should be already out for pretty much an entire day by the time you're listening to this. So
Yeah, we're trying to
you
put
can
more
go check it out.
videos, at least 2 a week.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, sorry for slacking, but
We've been
kind
streaming
of
a lot.
yeah, we've kind of been busy with streaming. So we're gonna work on that more, and then should see a video out more often.
Hopefully.
But as far as the patch notes, it's gonna be mostly about a night at the theater, like I said. So
I'm upset.
it says that in their words, it says it's fair to say that a night at the theater has been a bit of a poor show. The quest we released
Oh,
didn't
brutal self-burn.
yeah, the quest we released didn't match what was originally pulled, and let's be honest, it wasn't up to the standards of the old school escapade.
Wow, I'm glad that they actually...
Yeah,
I
it
mean, they
says-
may not really think it. They're just trying to like...
Yeah, they might be pandering. I don't know.
I'm probably pandering a little bit, but
It
I'll
says
take
that
it.
we completely agree with your feedback and we've taken your suggestions on board. And today they relaunch the reworked version, and it should be a proper deliverance of the old school questing experience, while also providing a satisfying introduction to the Theater of Blood. With this change, story mode has been renamed Entry Mode.
There we go.
There we go.
Now you don't even need a story.
Exactly. So a little bit about the quest. It's going to be the same exact quest as before, where you go talk to the mysterious stranger outside of the theater, and then you have to complete the theater at one of the difficulty settings, any of them.
Did you want to try a different one?
If you've already done theater in any of the modes or already done the quest previously, then you will still need to redo the quest. You will lose your quest cape for the time being. So you have to go talk to the dude. But the nice thing is you don't have to complete it again. If you've ever completed Theater of Blood in any way, then you don't have to redo the actual completing the Theater of Blood part. You just talk to him and get the reward again, and then you'll get your quest cape again.
Bro, I was tripping because, okay, before we started this, Rob said something along the lines of, oh, you don't have your quest cape. And I was like, there's a new quest? And he was like, no. And and then I was like, what? And I was like, no, don't tell me till we start. But then I spoiled it myself. I went and looked at my quest log, and I saw that Night of the Theater was red again. And I was, oh my God, I thought I was going to have to do it again. And I was like, this quest was like, even though they didn't have a story or whatever, it was still really hard.
Yeah. So it says here, if you've already played it through, there's a couple things you should know. Players who completed the previous version of the quest still need to complete this version, but won't need to complete the raid itself.
Just needed the talking.
Yeah, players who completed the previous version of the quest will lose the 2 quest points, but get them back upon completion. Quest capes will also be lost as normal until you've completed it, and players who have also already used the combat XP lamps from the previous quest will receive the additional lamp upon completion of this version, because in this new version, they are giving you 2 XP lamps. So
I could just go talk to this dude and get an XP lamp?
Yeah, you'll get a free 20,000 combat XP lamp.
Gosh, nice.
So yeah, a little bit of changes for the requirements and rewards. So slight spoiler warning.
Skip a few minutes.
Yeah, it says you're going to need a Taste of Hope, 90 combat, and you'll get 2 quest points. I actually don't even know what the difference is between any of this, but they said it was updated and changed a little bit, but maybe that's just...
it seems pretty similar. It's probably just the reward was changed.
It could just be the XP lamp, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So pretty much the same as before.
Okay.
Also, they made a little bit of an improvement to the quest icons. So it says... Also, it doesn't expound upon any of the changes for the actual quest itself, so...
So I'm going to do it once we're not recording in case I actually have to, it takes a second. You walk through stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if it takes you through the actual Theater of Blood in a story oversight view or anything like that. I don't know what they changed about it to make it more inducive to a questing experience, but apparently it's changed. I have no idea because I'm just gonna... I don't know if they have it in the middle of the raid or anything like that. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see.
I'm very interested to see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's about it. They don't, like I said, they don't give us any details. So if you're wondering what they changed, I'm not sure. I haven't done it myself. So let us know what you think about the changes if you have experienced them.
Yeah.
And it says a little bit of improvements to the quest icons. So it says while they're reworking the mode, they thought, why not enhance how quests appear on the world map?
Okay.
So it says hovering over a quest icon will now show the name and the status of the quest, whether it be started, not started, completed, or members only. Additionally, every quest on the list now has a show on map right-click option, and this will open the world map and move to the quest icon, which will also flash so it's easy to spot.
That's so nice.
Yeah, many quests have this option too, but because they don't have icons, it'll just open the map and show the rough starting area.
I like that.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit easier because sometimes there'll be 4 or 5 quests in one area, so it'll be nice
and you're just scrolling over all of them wait, which one was it again?
Yeah, so it'll be nice to know where you start at a quest, although, for the most part, that's not too difficult to get started with.
It's just a very small, what's it called?
It's a small quality of life change.
Quality of life. I was like, life improvement?
Yeah, so it's a small change, but it's,
pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. So moving on to the combat achievements and a couple of the changes that they're going to be making. I guess we can kind of go over a post that they actually made last week. A lot of people, I think, felt similarly to us, or just in general, maybe not the exact same feeling, but similar sentiment in that they kind of felt like the rewards were a little off.
Yeah.
So they kind of said that first off, you said that some of the tasks feel too difficult in comparison to the rewards on offer. And it's absolutely true that the easy and medium tier rewards aren't the most noteworthy. Rewards at the higher tiers are better, but are not considerably game changing. When we originally pitched the idea of combat achievements, feedback suggested that we should focus on promoting players' sense of personal achievement rather than offer something that players would feel obliged to complete. And while we think that's the right approach, we do, however, recognize that the design can feel somewhat demotivating to some. And so, this is kind of a long read. I'm going to put the link in the description. You can check it out. They go through a lot of the stuff that they're looking at and changing and saying, like, why are there such high variances in the difficulty between tasks in like medium, for example. Like you were saying last time, there's like a task to kill KBD 10 times, and that's like an easy task or something. Like,
it doesn't seem like it'd be easy.
yeah, compared to all the other stuff, it doesn't seem easy.
And
so
the
stuff
risk
like
you have to take to go and get to them.
Yeah, so they're saying that they recognize that there are large variances in some of these tasks, but there's really nothing they can do about it because it's like hard to balance that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like they kind of like recognize that we're not super happy with everything, but it's kind of more like deal with it for now, and we'll see if it actually ends up being worth changing. Is kind of the gist I got from their message. Like, kind of like, yeah, we get it, and we'll not
see
like
what happens.
Yeah, they're like, we're not super happy with where it ended up, but like maybe we'll change it if it's a big deal, maybe we won't. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting.
So I actually read a little bit of this last week. I don't remember most of it, but one part I thought was really funny that I see on your screen right now. I'm going to read it. Tasks should be challenging, but no task should feel impossible to complete or dependent solely on luck rather than skill. And then the example, they're like, for this reason, we're going to change something about the Obar one. And I'm like, what about like the 30 other ones that are all just based on luck?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get what they're saying.
I read the sentence and I was so excited, but then I read what they were changing and I was like, wait.
Yeah, it says that there's like straight up RNG elements for squashing the giant. I don't know what that one is, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know if that's them saying like that they don't really think that the time trial ones are like luck based, although
they totally are.
I think a lot of them are, especially like stuff like the corrupted gauntlet. Like, I feel like you have to get pretty lucky, but
I think any speed kill is really very reliant on RNG.
Yeah, like the Vorkath one also is kind of luck based. Like, that's pretty fast. You have to get like really lucky with your hits and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're just like disregarding that as not luck based, or if they're just being disingenuous.
I just thought it was hilarious because that one sentence, I was like, oh my god, they agree. And then they're like, so we're changing Obor. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't even realize that there was an Obor one based on luck.
Yeah, I'm all like thinking to myself, oh, if you wanted that corrupted gauntlet Grandmaster one, you're going to have to get very lucky with where things are placed. So
funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny, but like I said, the rewards aren't enough for me to care about them changing it. So it's like,
yeah.
Like, it's one of the good things and the bad things. Like, it's so busted that I don't care if they change it, and it's also bad that it's so busted that I don't care if they don't change it. Like, it literally doesn't affect my gameplay or anything that I want to do in the game
because you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the Grandmaster stuff. So, or at least not this year or next year. So,
this is gonna be a spoiler for later on in the episode. But have they said that anyone finished like Tears of them?
I don't know. I mean, I'm almost certain people have finished, up through Elite. I wouldn't be surprised.
I just thought they said they were gonna announce them.
Yeah, they'll probably announce it when all of them are done, if I had to guess.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was wondering if maybe it was at the bottom of the notes they're gonna be like, oh, congrats to blah blah blah.
No, I didn't see anything that was done. I'd be highly surprised if anyone was all the way done with all the Grandmaster stuff, just because there's so many of the Theater of Blood stuff in there and Challenge Mode Xeric stuff that it would be really impressive if you could get that done in a week, honestly.
Yeah, I think the first person to get it done will probably be someone who does it all the time and already had a bunch of them immediately checked off whenever the update came.
The thing is, they're so vast and like encompassing with all of the end game content. Like, in order to do that, it's like you can't just be a TOB god. because you also have to be a corrupted gauntlet god, and you also have to be like a chambers god. So you just have to be
Exactly.
like a literal lord of the endgame in order to have Grandmaster done. Which I think there's probably like literally a handful of players like that in the game.
Hmm.
So I definitely think someone will finish it before the end of the year. But
In the next 4 months.
yeah, no, just giving like a wide window because I don't want to like seem like crazy if some of them are just straight up like unreal. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be, I think, kind of insane if they were done this week, honestly.
Oh, another thing I did this week was I did all the Volcano combat achievements.
Oh yeah, good
There was
job.
4 of them. I think that's hard, right? That
That's
the word.
I think it's elite.
Oh damn, I done elite.
Yeah, I think it's elite.
They're elite.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So confirmed, all these volcano ones are elite. So those are some easy elites to get out of the way, or at least
I was like, they
easier.
weren't exactly easy.
No, they're like easier. I'm not saying they're like
Oh yeah.
straight up like walk in there and do it.
One of them is do it 5 times in a row without leaving, without taking any damage.
Yeah,
And
it's pretty good.
that one was really hard.
Was it?
Oh, I think I was able to do it as soon as I tried because I was so many kill counts in.
Yeah.
But oh my god, there was at least 5 people yesterday throughout the entire time I was streaming coming and being like, I cannot get this.
That's hilarious.
Because
okay, go ahead.
because like one of the things in it is like there's these orange circles that pop up and they damage you, and they can just pop up right underneath you, and if you don't move within like 1 tick, they'll hit you.
Mhm.
And that counts, and then you lose that challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I mean, I was able to do it, but I've also done more Volcano than probably some people have.
Oh, definitely. I think it's a pretty decent KC there.
Yeah, 600, pretty sick. I'm excited about that.
So as far as the combat achievements go, they did make some changes, and I guess we can go over that now. So it says that they made some changes to the squashing the giant, like I just mentioned. They said that you will only fail the task if you're damaged by melee or ranged, if you don't have the appropriate prayer activated. So I guess there was some like RNG based on whether he's gonna use ranged or melee.
Yeah.
So they made it so as long as you're praying the right prayer, you'll get the squashing the giant perfection task, which
Okay.
is I think only a medium task, which is kind of funny. So it says the task,
But that's the only luck-based one in the entire thing, right?
yeah, exactly. So they also said that they renamed the Shazian Protector. So this is the one where you have to kill Lizardman Shaman it's a perfection one, so you can't get damaged. And now it excludes the purple spawns, which I was actually kind of surprised because you don't really take damage from them if you like are paying attention. So either way, they made it a little bit easier. You can get damaged by the spawns.
So that could be also why.
It is easy, so it makes sense. And also it says you can now use any Demon Bane weapon on the easy tier tasks. So it says finish off a greater demon with a Demon Bane weapon. Previously it was Arclight specifically, which is kind of crazy because Arclight is pretty high requirements for an easy task.
Yeah, I did it, and then I saw that change, and I was like, you know, it kind of was weird that they were requesting Arclight, because I didn't have Arclight till the second time I tried Scotizo, because the first time I didn't have it, and I was like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah, like Arclight is really good, and if you ever plan on killing demons, it's almost necessary. But yeah, for a lot of easy tasks, it seems kind of overkill. So it's nice that they changed it. You can now do it with any of the Arclight precursors, so a lot easier now. And they also made some changes, so they made it so Fasani's Nightmare and the Nightmare kill count are now combined into one big kill count, and this is their words, or one small kill count if you suck at the Nightmare.
Dang, they really said that though.
And it says Corrupted Gauntlet completions now count for regular Gauntlet KC tasks, similar to how Fasani works. And Fighting as Intended and Fighting as Intended 2, which are the free-to-play versions of Obor and Bunebape, are now completable on Deadman Worlds. Apparently, there are no no non-members Deadman Worlds, so they couldn't do that task at all.
Oh, okay.
And so the perfect task for Theater of Blood will no longer fail if the NPC starts its death animation. It sounds like a funny bug. And it says the mysterious anim offhand is no longer for sale at the Grand Exchange, and it was an error.
Oh.
Yeah, rest in peace. Typos have been fixed for the Dagonoth Supreme Adept. So not too many changes, not too many fixes, but there were a couple. I guess a lot of these have been giving people problems. All of them are easy or medium, so I guess a lot of people were attempting these and obviously running into problems.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be fixed now. So they also go over a few potential changes. So they got a lot of feedback saying that a lot of people were upset with the how many kills you needed for some of these tasks, saying they're too grindy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I could see that.
a lot of the tasks have been proposed to be lowered, some by half. For
Wow.
example, Cerberus, you would have had to have killed him 500 times for the master.
Wait, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's so many.
So they're proposing reducing it to 250. So that is straight up half, or corporeal beast from 100 down to 50. So stuff like that. Again, Zorro from 500 to 250. So
What
yeah,
were
stuff like
these
that.
tasks before? That is insane.
Yeah, and so they definitely brought it down. They also brought it up for the gauntlet because they did combine the KC. So
Oh
they
yeah.
brought down the corrupted gauntlet KC from 100 to 50 for master, but they brought up the normal gauntlet KC from 50 to 100 for master. So kind of just
Okay.
a little bit of rebalancing. Also, Briafita is down to 5 and Obor is down to 5 from 10 respectively. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so they halved those two as well because it does take some
They're
time to get the
yeah, I was gonna say
keys.
they're hard to get. Is there any
Yeah.
Skatiza ones?
No, there are no Skotizo ones, or
Interesting.
actually no
At least
Skotizo
not on
changes.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Because that's
just
another one that's like really hard to actually get access to it. That's way
yeah.
harder than those.
One that I'm kind of surprised about is the alchemical hydra one. So it started at 500 and dropped down to 250, which is kind of funny because you can only get it on task. So you'd have
That's
to
still a lot,
yeah, I was
man.
like, you can only get it on task, and they started it at 500 is kind of a big
Kind of
number.
insane.
Yeah, so and also corporeal beast can the skill's gonna be 15 minutes, so 250 would be a lot.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so they are proposing changing a bunch of these total KC diary achievements. So hopefully that'll make it a lot easier to get a few of these for people. But
Yeah.
yeah, overall
Some of those were
decent
like
change.
nutty.
Yeah, 500 is a lot. It's definitely not.
Oh my
It's
gosh, yes.
as far as like KC goes, it's not a lot, but as far as bosses you don't kill regularly, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it for the changes for the week and all of the proposed updates for the coming weeks as far as the achievements go and all that. So let us know how the new quest goes and if you've done any of the combat achievements, what you think of them so far.
Yes, we are very curious to
Yeah,
know.
we've done a few of them ourselves, kind of like slowly working towards them. I haven't completed any entire rows, and neither has Michelle, but
Yeah.
she's much closer than I am.
Yeah, I was really hoping to get it done by today. Literally last night at like 10:30 p.m. I was like, "Oh no, I said I was going to finish it."
Yeah.
And then I was desperately trying, but now I'm on all the ones that actually take a minute. So,
Yeah, exactly.
oh
So
well.
hopefully we'll be back and actually have made some more progress next week. Although, like I said, I'm not really gunning for that like Michelle. I'm just killing bosses because I like killing
I
bosses.
just really need that 5,000 rune crafting.
Yeah, you just really need the one teleport to Trollheim or something.
Oh my god, desperately.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
So we can talk about the summer summit now. This is actually kind of exciting. If you're listening to this tomorrow, which is Thursday, then you haven't missed it. So it says that on Saturday, July 31st at 2000 BST. I don't know what time it is. You can just look up 2000 BST and convert it to your time because obviously I don't know where you live. So at 2000 BST, Saturday, July 31st, again, they're going to have a stream for the summer summit. So, of course, they're not having the Rune Fest like they do every year, which is a really big event where they kind of break down the entire year going forward. And it's kind of funny. They even like poke fun at themselves. They say previously we all went nuts at the Rune Fest and gave you a year's worth of content, which was always super exciting until we missed the deadlines we set for ourselves. Yeah, which practically happens literally every single time. So it's funny
That's
that
so
they
funny.
are joking about that. So of course, as always, this event is really big. And like I said, gives you a lot to look forward to. So what they're planning on doing this year is they're, of course, having an online event because of current events in the world.
COVID.
And so what they're doing is they're having an event called the Summer Summit. Like I said, it's going to be this Saturday. And they're also planning on doing this maybe twice a year, depending on how this goes. And what they'll do is they'll have this event that'll tell you all the big stuff that's coming for the next 6 months.
Oh my
instead of
gosh.
the next year.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so it'll have you, give you something to look forward to, and potentially, ask questions about the devs, plan for future content and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff announced, I'm sure. This Saturday, I'm almost certain they'll talk about Dead Man mode, group Dead Man
Oh,
mode,
next
or
week's episode is gonna be lit.
sorry, not group Dead Man, group Iron Man mode.
Yeah.
So if you've been looking forward to that, as soon as they came out with clans, everyone in the game that had been even thinking about it was thinking about group Iron Man,
Yeah.
because that's exactly what they said they would make whenever
They did
clans came out. So now hopefully that'll come to fruition, and
We're
we
like,
can all
psych,
be,
we're never doing it.
yeah, exactly. We can all be Iron Man, so that'll be cool. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other stuff that they'll talk about. Hopefully they'll talk about the new desert area, whether that we're kind of,
supposedly there might be a new raid.
yeah, so like Valormore, I think, is the new area that they kind of teased with the last Corinne quest.
Oh yeah.
So
Kingdom
hopefully,
Divided.
yeah, Kingdom Divided, exactly. So hopefully we'll get to hear a little bit more about that, or maybe if they have any plans around that. I do know that Mod Ash, when asked about there being a new continent with like a new raid on it, he said that he was actually highly against it. So I now don't believe that it'll be a new continent. I now just think it'll be a new like zone, maybe connected to the desert in some way.
Well, is it possible that's just a new continent and raids is not on it?
No, I don't think so, because he did say that there's a lot of stuff already in like Overworld Gilnor, including like the desert area and like just regular Gilnor that isn't finished.
I'm actually kind of bummed about that.
Yeah, so now I don't think there's going to be a new continent. I think it'll just be potentially an expansion of the desert or something like that.
I mean, he didn't say it's not happening. Maybe they're doing it and he's just being a baby about it.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't like the idea of it. But now with him saying that, I don't think that there's going to be anything like that coming. So hopefully they'll be able to announce and clarify some of that stuff, because obviously it's just like us talking and there's a lot of rumors going on. So hopefully we'll get some clarity on that. But coming up this Saturday, so make sure to not miss it.
Yeah, and if you do miss it, we will be recapping it next Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now we can move on to, that's pretty much it for most of the stuff that we're going to talk about. So
on to questions.
Yeah, we can move on to the questions. So we have a few over from Reddit. Of course, as always, if you want to ask us a question directly, you can hit us up on Twitter at Bunebapeosrs, in-game, or on Instagram at Bunebape.
Oh, we kind of got a question once.
Oh, what?
Somebody asked, I think I know who it is, but I'm not going to say names just in case I actually am getting two people confused.
Sure.
But they asked if we take requests, and they kind of said that like we could talk about like stuff that's happened in like RuneScape history.
Oh,
like
okay.
what was that one big event called that people were like all killing each other or something?
One big event that everyone was killing each
Never
other?
mind. Basically, they were asking if people could make special requests, and I kind of like that idea. If anyone has any special requests and we're on a week where there's like no updates, we could kind of tell like RuneScape history in a way.
Exactly. So there are definitely weeks that there are literally no updates. So if you have something in particular you would like us to read up on and like discuss or talk about, then you can also let us know about that. Like if there are, I don't know, like you said, particular events where people are all killing each other or something like that.
I know my history.
Any other nondescript events like that, then you can let us know, and maybe we'll pull them up and actually talk about them next time we have a podcast.
We'll read you all a story.
Yeah, exactly. But as far as the first question, so it says, do I have to complete every task to unlock the Zuck Slayer helm, or only the GM task? Because apparently they can do some of the hard, or they can do the hard and the GM tasks, but they can't do some of the master tasks.
Yes.
And no, you can't.
No, I mean, yes, you have to do them all.
Oh, yeah, yes, you have to do them all. I was like, no. Yeah. You're right. You answered it correctly. So it says, do I have to complete? So yes. So
You're like, no.
Yeah. It's funny because they were like upset. They're like, that's not how it works for achievement diaries, when no, that's actually exactly how it works for achievement diaries.
We talked about this last week, how I did the medium Varrock before the easy, and then I went to unlock the one teleport, and they're like, you have to do easy too. And I was like, come on.
Exactly. So it's like, if you only want the elites or something like that, then you have to do everything leading up to the elites, because the elites just build on everything that you've done previously. So there is no skipping of any easy, medium, hards, elites, masters just to get to grandmaster. You have to do them all, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just 400 tasks real quick.
Yeah, exactly. So it also says that this for the next question, it's this person is fairly new. They used to play back in '05, and the player that has stopped in '08. So they're just getting back into it, and everything's slowly coming back to them. And they're just getting into fletching, and so they have around 32 fletching, and they said they hate grinding. What's decent for XP as well as turning a profit. So fletching is one of those things that you can actually make a really good amount of money,
Yeah,
or
for
you
sure.
can spend a lot of money. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know. It's kind of rare in that way where you can level
You
up.
actually have a choice.
Yeah, it's actually the fastest skill in the game. I think you can get it to 99 in less than 2 hours if you really wanted to spend
If you're
the money.
spending money.
But yeah, there's tons of ways to make money while fletching. It's actually a really nice AFK skill. If you want to do that, you can either make bows from pieces of wood. That'll turn a profit. Usually long
Yeah, I was
bows.
gonna recommend doing bows.
Yeah, so I know if you make maple longbows, magic longbows, yew longbows,
Yep.
they all turn a profit. And if you string them, it's usually more XP and money per hour, weirdly enough, but you have to buy the bow and as well as the bowstring. So a little bit more money up front, but apparently you make more gold and XP per hour.
Is it longbow that you make more, or was it shortbow that you make more?
Longbow, because you can high out them and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's almost usually the longbow. I would highly recommend checking anything before trying to turn a profit. But the one thing that I found that actually really makes a good profit fairly consistently, like almost 100% of the time, but you do need higher fletching to do this, is to make gem tipped bolts. So
Oh, but that's when you lose money, huh?
no, you actually make money.
Oh,
I made like
okay.
500K doing like one inventory or one buyout of them.
Oh, wow.
So the
Okay.
only bad thing is you can't buy enough of them in order to sustain yourself for training for a long period of time.
Oh, so this could be nice if you just want to train for like an hour a day, though.
Yeah, exactly. So you can, I think the cap is like 13,000 for example, like ruby bolts and diamond bolts are the most highly sought after ones. And
of
so
course, yeah.
because obviously you use those for dragons, and so those are going to be really high in demand, and you can buy the runite bolts or unfinished runite bolts or anything like, or just regular runite bolts, I think it is. And then
Mhm.
the gem tips are extremely cheap, so you just buy both of those and you combine them, and it lets you do 100 at a time. So it's not as AFK either as doing the other ones, but you can potentially make like 3 to 500,000 an hour.
Wow.
But those are they fluctuate much more in my experience. So I'd highly recommend checking the price again before you do anything like that.
Of course. And if you want to play it safe, just do the longbows.
Yeah, and that the tip method, like I said, is not sustainable, but it does get you a lot of experience per hour. It's like 200,000 or something like that. So it's a really good amount of experience and money.
Nice.
So pretty unique. So moving on to the next question, it says, I've done all the quests, but how do I get enough gold for a T-bow? I really want to do end game content.
Well,
So
first of all, you don't.
yeah. So first off, you don't need a T-bow to do end game content, but I guess if you really want one, you can just do Vorkath. I think it's 10,000 times, and that'll get you enough money for a
Good
T-bow.
God.
So I think maybe a little less, maybe 8,000. I think might have dropped in price.
I'm
So
gonna let you all in on a secret. The T-bow's not real.
the T-bow's actually a con set up by the man,
By Big Jagex.
by Big Big Jamflex has
it's
you in their
not
palm.
real.
Yeah. So it's
Have you ever seen anyone with the T-bow other than streamers? No. They're
exactly.
plants.
They actually don't even give you a bonus. It's actually just a cosmetic item.
Yeah.
Because Fashionscape is the end game.
They're not real.
But yeah, I guess in all honesty, you don't need a T-bow to do end game content. You can do theater, you can do any boss in the game, including chambers, without a T-bow. It definitely helps, but yeah, you don't need 800 mil to do end game content, or a mil or a bill. I don't it's been
like a
fluctuating a
bill.
lot recently, but yeah, you don't need that much money to do end game content. If you really want to do it, then just find a group to go do it, or find someone to help you do some learner raids.
Yeah, I was gonna say what I would do is test the waters with like a bunch of different bosses and raids and see what you can and can't do at your level. And then whichever one you can do that happens to make the most gold, just like farm it till you get enough gold.
Yeah, or ones that you enjoy. Like I happen to enjoy Gauntlet, and I happen to make 300 mil there.
in a
So
1 hour.
yeah, so that's
That's
like
not normal though.
that's how it works. Like I don't know if you really like Bandos and then go do Bandos like that. You can make a lot of money doing Bandos. Zilliana, if you
Like I
really
really
like,
like Volcano. It's not the best money maker, but I've made like 16 mil.
yeah, exactly. If you stay there for like 10,000 KC, then you'll probably make a good amount.
Oh, I've actually made 20 mil out
Yeah,
of 612 kills.
there you go. Only a little bit more. So
Neither
yeah,
way.
I don't know. So you don't need that much money to start raids. You probably only need like and raids obviously is going to be one of the biggest money makers. Obviously, that's where the Tebow actually drops.
Which one drops the T-bow?
Chambers.
Oh yeah, I haven't done chambers.
So yeah, I mean, to do chambers, ideally you'd want like I don't know, a couple hundred mil, but you can obviously do it with much less than that, and it's group content, so you can go there and like I don't know, do it with friends or something like that. So I guess the general consensus is you don't need a Tebow.
Yeah, you don't need a T-bow. Just find a good moneymaker that you enjoy doing and that you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't need an Elijah and a Tebow and a Scythe to do all the endgame content. You could just
Would
do
be
it.
nice though.
Yeah, it would be nice. You could just do it with regular gear though. It's not a big deal. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
And unfortunately, the other advice is be patient.
Yeah, be patient. Or
which is the worst.
get really good at making money somehow. Like if you like flipping, I guess you just do that a bunch.
Or be like how I got gold and just happen to be at the Grand Exchange when someone's doing a drop party with an Elijah.
Yeah.
They
maybe.
also dropped a T-bow right after that. We just didn't get it.
Yeah, maybe try to find someone that's doing drop parties or something like that, or giveaways. I don't.
Oh my gosh, someone on our stream
or make a lot of money.
I think Panza, shout out Panza, like went to a drop party where they were dropping like hundreds of mil worth of drops.
Oh yeah, that's how Panza got a lot of his stuff
it's
too.
It's so weird. I'm like, can I join these clans? I'll leave Bunebape. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So the next question is something is OSRS something I can bother getting into again? So
yeah.
they used to play a lot, but their character was 70 plus and pretty much everything, but it moved on to RS3. And then now that they've come back, they kind of don't know if it'll just if it's even worth it playing as a casual instead of like playing hardcore. And yeah, I think so as well. I think the game is actually catered more towards the casual.
I think this past week I've been even probably not technically casual. I've definitely been playing more than the average person does, like 3 hours a day. But
yeah,
casual for me, and it's been pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
I've just been doing like Volcano.
Honestly, I think it's more enjoyable as a casual because like as someone that like plays it a ton, it's like kind of easy to get burnt out, you know, just making dungeon doors for 5 hours.
I haven't been doing my farming runs lately because I was like, I just don't feel like it, and it's been fun.
It's chill. I mean, even if you wanted to do farming runs, you can do like farming runs and then do like an hour of bossing, and that's like, I don't know, you can make like some good money, some good gains, and like also get up your skills a decent amount every day, only playing like an hour or two.
That's the fun thing about video games. They're games.
Yeah.
Just do whatever's fun.
I think RuneScape is honestly catered much more towards casuals than the hardcore. It just has room for hardcore players to also flourish.
I also think that's just because a lot of streamers and YouTubers and obviously podcast people, we do more content that is like harder and not necessarily for casual, but it's just like because casual players probably don't want to go and stream them playing a game that they don't hardcore play.
So but I mean there's been plenty of times that I have like been playing and like not done too much. Like I'll just play and you know make bows, or I'll just play and make like rings, like I'll just make jewelry, like I'll just do like really casual stuff for like an hour or two and then hop off. Like I don't do it all day. Like I'll hop on and just play for like an hour or two and then hop off. And just the fact that you've made like 100k experience is 100k experience more than you had than yesterday. So all of it's moving you towards whatever your goal is, whether that be max or whatever. So
yeah, I feel like it's really easy to get trapped in the mindset of efficientscape, but and at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's just supposed to be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not that serious. You could be casual.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want.
I think it's really easy to enjoy this game as a casual too. Because I used to want to play, for example, like World of Warcraft. I used to play really hardcore. And I tried to play that game casual, and it just wasn't fun to me to play that game casually. But this game, like I said, I've played it casual for quite a few like months. So it's definitely much more enjoyable. And actually, like I said, maybe even more enjoyable than if you play it hardcore. Because if you're playing a hardcore, you're always chasing something, and there's always something that's like that you need. And then eventually once you get there, it's like, what, you like beat the game, then you could just like stop playing the game. It's like, no, you're probably gonna want to keep playing. So it's like there's no
Well,
point in like trying to get like super efficiency and being like maxed like right away.
I could also see if you're casual, you kind of are just like, well, I don't know what to do because if you are leveling up slowly, you won't unlock stuff. I thought it was kind of funny. I have like family in town, and we saw like my little brother, and I got him to make an account, and I was asking if he's been playing because he just started like last month or something, and he was like, oh no, not as much. I'm like base 40s basically. I don't really know what to do. And his friend who was with him that came on vacation with him was like, oh yeah, you beat the game, right? And I just started laughing. I was like, no, no one beats the game.
Yeah. That's like a different thing where it's just like, just having like goals that are like attainable. It's like if your goal is to get the quest cape or something like that, it's like even as a casual, you'll still get the quest cape. It's just going to take you like a little bit longer. You'll still be working towards like, 70 mining, 70 smithing, Song of the
Yeah,
Elves.
it
Like,
just kind of depends on your like how you look at the game.
yeah, it
If you
just
want to set goals or if you just want to hang out.
exactly. So it just depends on you. It's definitely, to answer your question though, yeah, it's definitely something that casuals can get into.
Yeah, it's just a game, bro.
Yeah. So a really easy question this person said is, what stats are recommended for Corrupted Gauntlet? To do Corrupted Gauntlet comfortably, currently about base 85s. So yeah,
Okay,
you can
I have no idea.
absolutely do it at base 85s.
But comfortably, without having to worry.
Comfortably, there's no
You're not even comfortable.
in my opinion, there's no such thing as doing the gauntlet comfortably.
Maybe maxed with like bonuses and everything.
No, I was gonna say there's more like eventually a point where you get to where you're doing the gauntlet reliably. There's
Okay.
no like comfortability.
Comfortability. I like that one. That sounds like a cute like dog name. Billiby.
Comfortability about the Corrupted Gauntlet. It is a
You're gonna
very
scare people.
stressful. Well, regular gauntlet is pretty chill. Okay, I'll be honest.
Once you get used to it.
Yeah, regular gauntlet, once you get used to it, is pretty chill. I can fairly reliably and comfortably, even on like literally 0 hours of sleep after being up for 20 hours, still kill that boss. I did it on stream.
We need to talk about our 24-hour stream after this.
No.
Yeah, we have to after this.
And so, yeah, it's much more comfortable to do it with base 90s, 95s, obviously. The higher ranged and mage you have, the better and easier it'll be, along with, I guess, probably prayer and hit points at that point.
Bring the anglerfish. Is that good advice? So you can feel over?
No, not
I've
the
never done
anglerfish.
corrupted.
No, you can't do that. I mean, if you have vengeance, that can make it a little bit easier. You can precast vengeance, but that's like totally like higher end stuff. That's still not going to make it much more comfortable or anything like that. So,
comfortability.
yeah, I guess closer to 99 for range, mage, health, and prayer, the better and the more comfortable you'll be. But again, that boss fight is not a joke and can like pretty easily one-shot you if you let down your guard. Not one-shot you, but he'll take you down and like combo you out pretty fast.
I feel bad because they were probably hoping for a hopeful answer.
No, the hopeful answer is, yeah, you can do it right now at 85. I was doing
it's not comfortability.
Yeah, I was doing it at well, like my mage was at like 86 and my range was at like 95. So
wow.
But like I don't know, I don't have like max or anything, and I was still definitely able to do the boss. So even with like those low stats, and I have like a decent amount of KC there now. So, and my stats aren't that much higher. So you can definitely do it with 85s, but obviously just higher the better, kind of like with all bosses.
Yeah. Real quick, let's talk about that 24-hour stream because it happened. Well, we should update them last week. We said we were gonna do it.
Yeah, so we did a 24-hour stream, and I failed. I was not able to stay up for the entire 24 hours. I got really, really tired at like 7 a.m. and kind of just went to bed.
18 and a half hours, right?
Yeah, so it was 18 and a half hours. I was up for a total of 24, and I think it was because I'm not used to streaming for that long.
Streaming is actually really tiring because you're talking the entire time.
Yeah, it's a lot different than playing video games, because I've played video games for like over 48 hours straight, and that's not that's not like insane or anything like that. Like it didn't feel like I was dying at the end of it, but at the end of this, I felt like really, really tired, like exhausted.
I don't think we realized until we started streaming that streaming requires a lot of energy, weirdly.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it would because you're playing video games, but you're having to like be entertaining, and then just like you're on stream, you can't just like do whatever. I don't know. You can't just fall asleep for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you have to like pay attention. And also it seems like no matter who you are, and I think I've seen this sentiment shared among like a lot of streamers, like there's always like kind of like an on switch, like you're kind of flipped on whenever you're streaming, where like you're just a little bit more attentive, a little bit more like thoughtful about what, like, are people talking to you? What are they saying? Are you playing? Are you dying?
You're obviously trying to be like social.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the main thing. And being social is exhausting.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to it than you'd think, and I think it takes a lot more energy. So I didn't,
for sure.
Yeah, I didn't complete the 24, but I did say that once I get like more accustomed to streaming for a long periods of time, then I'll retry the 24.
I would also like to add, we did not plan this efficiently.
No.
So what we ended up doing was I stayed up with Robert until 6 a.m. and then I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up and went to bed like 7. So you went to sleep at like 8, actually.
Yeah, I went to sleep, a little bit after.
What we should have done, because he fell asleep like an hour after I fell asleep. So I think that's also partly because there wasn't someone in here, like keeping you entertained, like making sure you're awake.
Yeah, exactly.
What we should have done is shifts. We should have had you streaming 12 hours, me streaming 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly. We definitely could have done it much smarter.
We totally could have just done like, you got tired at 7, you came and woke me up, and I was like, all right, my turn to stream. But instead, we both went to sleep at the same time. And then the next morning, whenever I woke up, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely could have thought through it a little bit more.
But we literally just planned it the day before it happened.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe next time we'll have a much better go of it.
Oh, one more thing that we need to change next time is this time Rob was awake for like 4 hours before we even started the stream.
Yeah, so like I said, I think I was up for like
we
like
went on a walk.
Total.
You were playing other games. We also shouldn't even go on a walk. We shouldn't do anything to exert any energy before.
Yeah. So overall, like I said, it was definitely a learning experience.
I was just gonna say it was a learning experience.
Yeah, but this last question is actually for you.
Oh, perfect.
So it says, how the heck do I get going on Barb Assault? So I hopped
first
into
of all, you
world...
hit me up.
Yeah. So they said they hopped to world 306, couldn't find anyone, and it didn't. They like there was no one who didn't already have a group. Is there a Discord or clan chat services, something like that? They just want to find some people to grind it out.
First of all, literally hit me up. I will play with anyone. I love doing Barbarian Assault. So I'm curious. I don't know like the way that they did it, but you need to make sure that you're going to the room 1 and not making the mistake that me and Rob made, which is we went into that room with like the arrows or something.
Yeah.
Remember? Because we were both waiting and we didn't even get play.
Yeah.
So go into the room 1, and that's the most annoying part of Barbarian Assault is having to advertise yourself over and over again until someone chooses you for a team. And then also sometimes people just leave for no reason when you're playing.
Also, you could start your own team too.
Yeah, starting your own team works as well. And you can just like get the scroll and go and like click on everyone, and eventually you'll probably find someone who's like, all right, sure, I'll join your team.
Yeah, like you could do it yourself. Also, you can just like find one friend, and that'll make it significantly easier for you to get that groups.
One friend.
Yeah, so like if you have one friend that also needs a torso or something like that, then they can be the attacker, you can be the defender, whatever. And 2 people is, for whatever reason, much more intriguing to other players than one person. So
it's true. Once I end up getting one other person on my list, people are more inclined to join.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can find a friend, that's good. If not, like I said, you can start your own group if there really seems like there's none. But I mean, you probably just weren't asking that much, if I'm being honest, because there's always groups going on.
Yeah. So it probably felt like you were asking a ton. But I've been in that waiting room for probably 30 minutes before, just over and over again, being like, attacker common, here, attacker here.
Yeah, that's not super common. And if you are an attacker, because everyone wants to be an attacker,
it kind of goes in waves. Like sometimes people will be like, everyone's a healer, everyone's a defender, and it's like, well, I needed a healer like 5 minutes ago, and now they're all gone.
Yeah, and if you like, obviously you want to get everything up to rank 5 if you're getting a torso and stuff like that.
Well, that's for elite.
Yeah, for elite. But you need to get points and everything for the torso anyways.
Yeah,
so
that's why it goes in waves probably.
You should just be as flexible as possible. Like if they need a healer, then I mean, it's time to get up your healing experience. So
yeah, just keep an eye on everyone being like, oh, I need blah blah blah, and then just, it's annoying I've spent so much time in that waiting room. Whenever I played it for like 21 hours or whatever for my video, I probably spend like hours of that time just in the waiting room trying to get people to join.
Yeah, and I mean it's a long process. It'll take you, if you're just finding random groups, I'd say at least 7 hours to get your torso if that's what you're trying to do. So it's going to
Yeah.
take you some time. It's not going to be a very fast process,
But it can be a fun process.
yeah, exactly. So just try to, find a group, be as flexible as possible, and be persistent.
Be extremely persistent. Like I would do like every 10 seconds. I'm just say like blah, blah, blah here. Even better if you could say any here.
Yeah, if you say any or
oh my gosh.
attacker, it'd be great.
One thing that I did not think of that is probably this person's problem because they couldn't find anyone.
What?
You have to turn on your accept aid.
I don't know. I mean, they said they couldn't find any. They said there's no groups.
Yeah, but the way I'm seeing is that they were probably advertising and people were just not inviting them because they couldn't.
True.
I've
Either
seen
way, make
so
sure you have
many
your accept
people
aid on.
in that waiting room being like blah 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 here, and then I can't do it because their accept aid's off, and then I'm like turn on your accept aid, and they just don't see my message, and they just keep advertising, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure your accept aid is on. I don't know why you would ever want it off.
It's automatically off.
It is?
Yeah, because mine was always
stupid.
on, and then whenever I started going back to Barbarian Assault, somehow it turned off again. I think it's because it's a different computer.
Yeah, that's lame. But yeah, turn on your accept aid. The only time
Yes.
accept aid is ever annoying is if someone keeps trying to teleport you or something like that. But it's pretty much like
That's literally never even happened to
pretty
me.
much should always be on.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it though.
Cool. So what are you going to be working on this week?
So this week I am gonna be killing some more bosses. Surprise, surprise. I think
Any specific ones?
Probably Sarah. So I'm gonna probably go to Commander Ziliana and fight her a few more times. And
Nice.
that's pretty much all I have planned. I don't know if I'm gonna do any skilling. I might do some more Slayer. I got my Slayer up to a decent level, not 85, which is where I really want it. But yeah, I got it up a little bit. I got it up to like I think 83 or 84 last week. So
You want 85 for the Abyssal Demons, right?
yeah, Abbey Demons are really good. So I want to get that, and then I want to get 91 and then 95. But obviously that's a little bit away.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna also finish that quest just so I can have my quest cape again. And that's about it. Maybe do another.
Video?
Yeah, maybe do another YouTube video, something
Okay.
like that. I'm not sure.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still one more of mine that you could do as well.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
So probably going to be doing the same, just like trying different bosses. I want to do the easy combat really bad. Maybe I'll start on the medium if I'm able to finish it.
Just do medium, dude. It's easy.
It's not. Even the easy is not really that easy. I've been trying to get the Mossy Key for the past hour. I got one, but I think I need two just to be safe.
Oh, okay.
So, yay. I'm doing that right now. I'm going to, just be working on the easy and just be streaming a lot. I also wanted to say it's so cool, like, how people listen to our podcast. Anytime someone comes onto the stream and they're like, oh, I heard about you guys from your podcast, like, we die from happiness a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Somebody the other day came in and they're like, live in Australia. And I was like, how do people from Australia listen
How do
to
sound
this
waves
podcast?
travel that far?
How do they travel that far? I thought it's so cool. I just want to have friends all over the world. So, I thought that was really cool. Shout out to everyone who listens. Even if you live next to us, it's still really exciting.
Yeah. Let us know if you like it just by continuing to listen. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, and you can also, getting into this outro now, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcast, which we'd appreciate. We didn't even know we were on it till recently. You can follow us on Instagram, which is Bunebape, Twitter, which is Bunebapeosrs. We also have a YouTube channel. We have the podcast, obviously. We have a Twitch. Those are all just Bunebape. You can join our friend chat, which is Bunebapeosrs. And through that, we could help you join our clan. I'm not even going to explain our clan right now. I feel like that's the easiest way to find it.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to find it. I don't think anyone really joins. If you want, and I'm advertising on 301, then you can go to the recruitment board, but I haven't been lately, so...
Yeah, it'd be easier just to hit us up in the
Yeah,
friend chat.
it
if you
would just
wanna
be
join.
easier to do that.
Or hit us up on stream. We're going to have cute emotes soon. Come
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can
god,
hit
they're
us
going to
up
be
on
so cool.
Yeah, they're really cute.
I'm definitely going to post them on Instagram and Twitter whenever we get them.
Okay. Yeah, I like it a lot.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I
but
think that's
thank you
about
all
it.
so much for listening. We
Thanks
really
for
appreciate it.
listening. Thanks for enjoying your time here, hopefully. And
Yes.
we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. Meet mer.